Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 8 trades here. Today's date is June the 11th, and I also threw in one futures. I sold gold this morning, which paid out. Love trading gold along with oil and the S&P 500, but today the gold pair, it looked the best for trading. Trading today was done by my power trigger trading system. Love it. It gives pop-up signals, as you can see right here. Tells you whether you should be buying or selling, the time frame and the time. Now, you don't take every signal because you're going to get a lot of signals, but all you do is take a look, and if things are lined up and looking good, well, at that point, you can take the trade. Remember, it also gives not only the pop-up box, but an audio sound depending on which sound you have attached to it. So not only do you get the pop-up buy or sell signals, but this power trigger has the Williams percent range here, which also has built-in alerts. As it hits the bull level or the bear level, all you got to do is turn it on here, and then remember, save the template if you want to have it turned on every time you apply the template. I am not a big fan of alerts, but I know a lot of new traders, they love these alerts. Now, before I get into these trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. Now, it took me 8 years and over 700 systems to learn that. And I'm only telling you this because, you know, if you want to spend the next 5 or 10 years and go through hundreds of systems, you know, it's very time consuming, to say the least, and you're going to spend a lot of money. But you do have to spend money to get education. So now, if you want to get that up to 80 to 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy the education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. Now, if you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. And I wanted to mention or point out that this Williams is a leading indicator. It matches directly with price. In other words, if you have a blue candle, it's going up. And if you have red candles, unless of course it's right down here at the bottom and it can't do much of anything. But once it starts red candle, Williams is working its way down. So it matches with price action. Price action and Williams are both leading indicators. Another thing I wanted to point out is I used to trade only one pair at a time. I, like most traders, start with the euro dollar, and the problem with that is some days you'll be lucky to get 10 pips. And as you can clearly see, out of 8 trades, 4 of them I got probably less than 10 pips, and the other ones I got more, and I don't know which ones are going to give me more. And for that reason, I highly recommend or suggest that you do 3 or more trades. I like to do between 5 and 10, and that pretty much guarantees me I'm going to hit some movers. And then, of course, remember to apply trade management, which is very important. So let's move right along. Euro New Zealand drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. Now, in trading, it's either you're going to be doing pullbacks, such as from here to the goal line. You can trade around the goal line, which is where I took the trade, as I teach within the videos, how to trade the goal line. And then, of course, if it breaks through and keeps going up, which the Euro New Zealand did, and I could have definitely, on most of these trades, by the way, I could have stayed in and I could have bumped this up closer to 20,000. But on a daily basis, I'm in and out, short order, most of the time. And when I see around 100 pips or more here, I just close all the trades. As you can see, 1018, 1019, bang. One click of the mouse, everything shuts down. And keep in mind, when you do use this close all, right here, this close all script, when you click on it, make sure you have the smiley face on right here, or green auto trading. When you click on this, all your trades that are running in the trading tab will automatically shut down. Close. All your winners, all your losers. And as you can see, I did this at 8:10, almost to the second here. They all shut down, and there was absolutely no losers, 8 trades, and 8 winners, which is the way I like to trade on a daily basis. After all, who likes to have losers? And once you understand how to read the charts and you understand the flow of the market, then your winning your winning percentage will be, well, for me it's over 90%, so it's very high. And remember, I put in I've been doing this 16 and a half years. I spent over $75,000 in education, and I got over 50,000 hours of chart time. You do the math. If you do that, you will definitely, 99.9%, I'm quite sure that you will be part of the 5% of the traders who actually succeeds at trading, and you can make a very good living at it. Okay, moving right along. And by the way, if you want this, if you're watching this video, and if you want this close all script, all you got to do is send me an email. My email is right below this video. Send me an email. I just need your name and your email address, and just mention that you're interested. You want me to send you the close all script, and I'll give it to you for free. Save you the trouble of trying to find it, and I'm sure it's somewhere on the net. I can't remember where I got it. Many years ago. I love it, especially when I'm in a hurry and I just want to close them all very quickly. So moving right along, I took the trade as I saw the price action around the goal line. There is a default stop. It's around 20 pips. I don't know why it's 22, because my auto stop here, by the way, everything I'm showing you, I include that in the package, including this auto stop. I have it set at a default of 30 pip stop and 100 pip target. Now, rarely do I get 100 pips, but I just want to make sure that, especially if high impact news comes out, I want to make sure if it takes off, I'm going to get hopefully at least 100 pips, and I would be very happy getting 100 pips with one trade. But as you can see, it took the trade here. Now it only went against me 3 pips. And as I said, I shut it down once I saw that I was up over 100 pips. And that was it, 3 pips. And 3 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $214. Moving on to the next trade, Euro Aussie. I saw a lot of this morning where price made a move, and I knew that there was a very good chance it's going to make it at least to the goal line. And if I would have waited a little bit more, I could have locked in another 11 pips. But again, in the trade, put my stop. It wasn't really necessary, around 20 pips. And I closed it out here, looks like with 7 pips. And 7 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $541. Also keep in mind, or remember, at least I do anyhow, every time I put in a trade, I'm just looking to scalp, which is around 2 to 10 pips. And of course, everything above the 10 pips, I call that a bonus. Because you just never know. It could have went up to about here, hooked around and tanked. But you just never know. And that's why you got to keep an eye on it to make sure you don't turn a winning trade into a losing trade. Moving right along, pound Swiss. Let's see what happened here. Now this trade here, finally, the other two did not qualify for a great way to trade, but this is what I'm looking for every day. And when I see this, right from 6 o'clock in the morning, actually from back here, 5:30 in the morning, qualified for a great way to trade. Very high success rate. Now it doesn't mean I'm going to get 100 pips, as you can see. Once you start seeing all these little dojis and spinning tops, it's time to bail out because it's going to go against you. And that's exactly what I did. Now if I would have saw it here, I would have taken in the trade. And I do teach that in 2 videos, how to get near perfect timing entries. There's a high value in the training videos, and this is what you need. Good education. Took the trade at this cursor, closed it out. I know it's only 5 pips, but that's okay. I'd rather have a 5 pip winner than a 30 pip loser. So 5 pips on the pound Swiss paid $557. Once you combined how to trade the flow of market along with candlestick, reading the candles, Japanese candlesticks, your trading will take off for the better. Pound dollar. Let's run a check on this one. Another good example of a great way to trade. There's my stop. It was a default. As soon as I put the trade in, it goes automatically or whatever. And I could have, if I was going to stay in the trade longer, I would have tightened it up to about here. But anyhow, nonetheless, took the trade with a 20 pip stop. Never came even close, only 8 pips or so. And I closed it out as it was hitting this bottom. And I was happy with the totals down at the bottom. Closed it out with 8 pips. And 8 pips on the pound dollar, as you can see, paid $800. Moving on to the next pair, which is the Euro CAD. Drag and drop it up and see what happened here. There's my stop. Perfect example of a great way to trade. I got in, didn't even go 1 pip against me. Stop was about 10 pips. And as I said, I closed out being happy. Looks like I was happy with about 19 pips. And 19 pips on the Euro CAD paid $1,568. Moving on to the next item. It was gold futures. This pair moves a lot, so you got to be careful with this one. And as you can see, followed the same rules. Was a great way to trade. There was my stop up there. And as I said, I just closed it all out when I was at 100 pips or more. Took the trade here. Default stop was 10. And I ended up closing it again, 19. Just to let you know, that's not pips, that's ticks. 19 ticks on gold. Paid $1,640. It actually pays out quite with a nice profit there, I'm very happy with that. Moving on to pound New Zealand. Let's see how this looked. Now in real time, it didn't quite line up until the next candle here qualified for a great way to trade. But how can you ignore all this blue? Made it really simple. As long as you're not colorblind. Remember, blue we're buying, red we're selling. So, and all these indicators, they're not non-repainting. What you see is what you get. That's what I love about all my trigger systems. I went through thousands of indicators by the time I finally found some good indicators. So if you don't want to spend the next 2 years trying to go through a lot of indicators and then finding a good system, well, find somebody who's done all the work for you and just get your hands on it. Took the trade at this cursor, and as it was going up, the stop automatically readjusted. So at this cursor in and closing the trade, looks like with 30 pips and 30 pips on the pound New Zealand, paid $2,219. So moving on to the last workhorse. By the way, I call all these pairs up to the pound dollar here workhorses, and I just throw in the odd pair that looks like has a nice setup, and nothing wrong with grabbing some more pips or ticks. Pound Aussie, let's see where I got in at. Another, all the pound pairs pretty much done the same thing today. This did not qualify for a great way to trade. Got a buy signal from back here. Everything was screaming to buy from back here. And once it cleared the goal line, well, that's actually when I saw it. You know what I mean? If I would have saw it back here, I would have got in. But I'm only getting up at this time in the morning. And I highly recommend you get up 1 or 2 hours before the market opens, because many times the market is moving. If you come to the computer at 8 o'clock, look at this. You know, at 8 o'clock this morning, right here, 8:10, I'm finished trading. From 7 approximately to 8, a little over an hour. Done trading for the day. I can do whatever I please. And I'm going to do the same thing like I did yesterday. Take off. It's a nice, sunny, beautiful day. Wife and I are going to run some errands and get some fresh air and get some sun. Looks like I closed out the trade here. Got 38 pips and 38 pips on the pound Aussie. Paid $2,937. So it looks like another great day of trading. Got my minimum of 100 pips. Today's pip total was 129 pips. And those 129 pips and some ticks thrown in here on the gold trade paid out $10,478. A great way to end the week of trading. So if your system is not produced on a daily basis like my power trigger system, you'll see this write-up, my power trigger system. Do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you will never succeed. Now my system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and these 9 bonus videos. This is what you need, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of education to succeed. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade. I teach a lot of ways to trade. The main one is that I love trading and I look for every day is a great way to trade. Now, all you got to do is put this video on pause. And by the way, that's why there's 42 training videos, because this is what you're going to need, because there's a lot of ways to trade the markets. Running short of time, so put this video on pause, read all these different ways that I teach. If you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. I made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link right here for Skype. I do prefer Skype, and through Skype screen sharing, I will give you some tips and tricks on how to trade the markets, show you any trigger system you want to see, and I'll do all this for free, no obligation to you. So now you know what to do. Click on the link. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 32 screenshots of all the different trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video and another day and week of trading. And I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.